The quiet kid, according to the Japanese, versus according to the Americans. I borrowed a pen from a quiet girl that sits next to me, and I open it only to see this. I would never talk smack to this girl. Oh my. Beware of the quiet ones. When you tell the quiet kid you like his clothes, and then he erases something from his textbook. He got the date wrong. It's 2026, not 2025. When I'm quiet, am I being boring? When I'm talking, am I being annoying? You're so quiet. Bro, nobody listens to me when I talk. What the quiet kid thinks they look like versus what they actually look like. The quiet kid giving me an MP5. Me, who asked for an MP4. The quiet kid says he loves animals. His favorite animal is the desert eagle. Nobody. The quiet kid in the back of the class. So in America, they're doing this, and people also eat food in the back of classes. The cool kids, the music blasters, the loud kids, and finally, the quiet kids. How it felt singing Stressed Out when I was 10 years old. The school janitor, the quiet kid, having their day made when someone finally treats them like a human being. When you're in class laughing at memes about the creepy quiet kid at the back of the class, and then realize that you are the creepy quiet kid at the back of the class. Being the quiet smart kid, what the classmates think goes through my head. What really goes through my head? I hate you all. Panic. Calm. Panic. Wouldn't this just make you calm? It's PNGs. Them. You seem like a quiet person. Me, when I'm by myself, just having a party. When I tell the quiet kid that he has a cool backpack, and then he passes me a drawing of us getting married on a boat in Italy. I mean, can you even say no to that? What's gonna happen if you do? I should be quiet. There's a kid napping next to me. I should be quiet. There is a kid napping next to me. A space and the way you say the sentence is everything. The deaf kid trying to tell everyone in class that the quiet kid has big pee-pee men are always quiet, Tom. People don't talk to me because I'm quiet and mysterious. I think it's because you look very, very, very weird. Are you trying to look like a child? What is that? Teacher, what's 5 times 5? 10. What's 5 times 6? 9. No, it's 30. 8. Teacher, what to do when you finish your magazine? Quiet kid, reload. The whole class. The quiet kid, the depressed kid, being good friends. I just told my mom I was going to Freak It sensitive style, and she hyped me up with, ooh, quiet down, while I was dancing. Your mom gets sensitive freak style. Being that quiet kid in class, but hearing the juiciest things in other people's conversations. Oni-chan saw everything. The day I found out half my class secretly does drugs. That's not good. Hey, kids, stop right now. How did he know? We were being quiet. Seriously, how did you know? I yell at them randomly. 99% of the time they're doing something. How people describe an introvert as they grow up. 9-year-old, you're such a well-behaved kid. 17 years old, you are really mature for your age. 24 years old, he's a bit boring. 30 years old, that guy over there is really creepy. Hey kids, let's play the quiet game. Bob would go the next 30 years without speaking to his kids. Susie would go on to be a successful mime. Jimmy would shortly lose the quiet game. What gives people feelings of power? Money, status, being friends with the quiet kid. What you guys think the quiet kid is thinking about? What he's really thinking about? Me in 8th grade, while some random kid shows me literal gore. It's 7:30 in the morning. Me, explaining Avengers Endgame to my classmates. The quiet kid. Why didn't the Avengers just cut off Thanos' thumb so he couldn't snap? That's a pretty good point. Thanos' bone is probably too thick though to cut, knowing Marvel logic. The quiet kid in real life versus the quiet kid according to Reddit. Class clowns at school. At home, the quiet kid at school. And at home, when you talk to the quiet kid one time, and now he's always trying to get your attention. Me in middle school, when the teacher would sit me next to the loud popular kid because I was quiet. Me, can I borrow a pencil? Quiet kid opens case. What the? The class clown at school. At home, the quiet kid at school. At home, me at school and me at home. So quiet at school and the clown at home. A quiet clown. Me. Also me, and also me. It just depends on the mood and the time. I hate getting school supplies for Christmas. Quiet girls every other day versus quiet girls when they go to a social gathering. Really? What type of quiet girls do you know? Why I'm the quiet kid? I don't understand the assignment. I'm shy. I hate everyone. I would say half of quiet kids is that people are shy. Your life also does get a lot easier not having a lot of friends. You're so quiet. Actually, you said something I didn't like 5 minutes ago, so you lost my personality privileges. How to maximize quiet time for your kindergarten class. Don't worry guys, that's just ashwagandha. That's why they get so chill and quiet when you're a mute. If anyone anyone can translate that, I will give you £1 million. Hey guys, the quiet kid actually came to the homecoming party, and he brought a guitar. We didn't know how talented you were. Quiet, laid-back men. Why do you go for loud, fiery women? Someone's got to tell the waiter I ordered mashed potatoes, and it's not gonna be me. That feeling when you go out for a quiet meal, and some idiot at the next table starts painting you. When you introduce your girl to your friend group for the first time, and the quiet friend all of a sudden has got jokes. Me. Misses school for one day. Math test postponed. 6 kids had a birthday. Quiet kid beat up the bully. Rick Astley performed at the cafeteria. When you smiled at the weird kid to be polite, and now suddenly they think you're best friends. Perks of being the shy kid in class. You hear some really good gossip, and I think the reason for that is since people think you're so quiet, people think you're innocent and not listening. Oh, but I'm listening. I'm listening real well. And I know how you really feel about your so-called best friend. And I know you're dumping your boyfriend. I know. Yeah, well, the thing is, you may know, but what are you going to do with that information? I'm the quietest kid alive. You're clearly quieter. Grown men in 2011. I hate you, and I hope you pass away, Justin Bieber.
I like singing.
When I think to the time where I didn't really like Justin Bieber, it wasn't because of Justin Bieber. It was because all the girls like Justin Bieber. Who is wiser? Genius ancient philosopher. Toddler asking one profound question before going back to eating Play-Doh. It's always hilarious to me that Hermione managed to go 7 books with a reputation as a goody two-shoes. All the school rules broken. Heck, all the international wizarding laws she's violated. Kept a person in a jar for a year. In a jar for a year? She did that? I didn't even know she did that. As a straight A student with the reputation of a goody two-shoes, I cannot begin to tell you the stuff I got away with. Being known as the quiet, rule-abiding kid gave me a free shot at electrocuting my entire physics class because no one thought I would do it. My uncles used to say this about my aunt, that if the teachers heard a gunshot and ran into the room to see her standing over the still twitching body of a classmate, holding a smoking gun in her hands, they would have said, "Erica, don't touch that. There might be fingerprints." Hey brain, how's it going? Am I supposed to read this? Yeah, best apprentice I've ever had. Pays attention, nice and quiet. You know what he does? He stays off his damn phone. Oh, I really have to fart. Maybe if I'm quiet, she won't notice from all the way over there. Cuddle. Oh crap. You're so quiet. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, I'm not loud enough for you? Behaving yourself. Not joining a gang. Being quiet sometimes. I'm sorry, officer. It really irks me if I'm in a situation where I say sorry. Like, let's say I'm at the supermarket. I say sorry just because it's awkward and they don't say anything back. I'm like, why did I say sorry? I don't act or look how I am. So what is me? I'm forced inside this meat mannequin. The suffocating puppet I'm forced to move to survive. I hate the way I'm perceived and implied upon. Every social interaction leads definitive conclusions on me as an idea. The millions of me in everyone else's mind. The only true me is stuck inside 6 inches of skull and nobody can ever see it. Anybody else get post-yap clarity mid-conversation? Sorry, I'm a yapper. My bad. Yes, all the time. The quiet kid minding his own business. The annoying girl trying to talk with him. Teacher, be quiet, kids on the last day of school. Oh, Danny, sounds like the monster in the basement has heard you crying again. Let's be real quiet and hope he goes away. Womp, 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 pressing a button. What happened today? Boy in my class, why is your phone in your backpack pocket? It's so visible, other boy. Yeah, why didn't you put it in your pocket? I always do that. Me. It would be really visible I'm wearing skinny jeans. Boy in my class, wear jeans with good pockets then. Very quiet boy who never speaks up. Jeans with good pockets do not exist in girls' fashion industry. I have 2 sides. Scared of anything lower than an A. I don't even care about this school. I'm not doing this assignment. Being a quiet, well-behaving child. Being the smart kid in school. Being depressed at 21 when you're laughing at a quiet kid meme and then you realize you are the quiet kid. Teacher, today you will draw butterflies. All the kids. The quiet kid. Why did McDonald's go from a happy kid to a depressed adult? It's like asking, why is the sky blue? Because it is. I find it hilarious when the quiet introverted kid and the teacher always sends people who are too talkative in class next to you because they know you won't talk. Like, bad and naughty children get put with the silent man to atone for their crimes. I was always sent away and you know what I would do? I would always make the person who wouldn't talk to me. I remember when I think I was 12 or 13, it was in science. I was put next to Annabelle, and Annabelle is very smart. You know what I used to do? I used to copy everything Annabelle did. I used to copy her work, everything. Yep, thank you, Annabelle. At school, at home, the quiet kid, the teacher not realizing that they're muted, the class watching silently, the school bully, the quiet kid in class who just pooped his pants. People pooped their pants. I don't think this ever happened at any of my schools. Poop pants in class? Daddy, look how fast I can run. Oh no, your kid. Shh, don't react. Just smile. Daddy, a meteor hit me. Did you see? I saw, buddy. Very cool. Me. Is the natural state of the soul quiet or chaos? Taco Bell register. Look, buddy, it's transient, shifting like water. Being praised by adults for being the quiet and mature kid during childhood. You grow up and realize that label stopped you from interacting normally like the other kids and is the reason you have -5 social skills and no personality. What do you mean no personality? You made this meme? That means you got some sort of personality. Someone I barely know. Why are you so quiet? Me, minding my own business at a party. When I tell the quiet kid he has cool shoes, because I feel bad for him, but then he passes me a picture he drew in class of me kissing his pregnant we are lost. Why is our captain a crab? Quiet! The teacher saying to eat quietly. The kid named quietly. Rich kid. Guys, I can explain. What the hell is this meme? When you have to keep adjusting the volume of the movie because it goes from too quiet to really loud. When you're giving a presentation in class and the teacher has to quiet the class down and you're just standing there like remember to check in with the friend who just moved, the friend who's been quiet lately, the friend who seems to have it all together, yourself. I'm the quiet kid. No, I am. No, none of you are. You're posers. That's the real quiet kid right here. Parents, be quiet. Dads during football games. Young actors who quietly passed away this year. I wish. The neurodivergent urge to say ow when you lightly bump into something that didn't hurt, but to go excessively quiet when you actually do get hurt, or you start having a panic attack thinking you really hurt yourself, especially when you hear a bone click. Me. Trying to watch Not Safe for Work as quietly as possible. The girl in the video. Do you ever try to breathe quieter while walking up a hill so bystanders don't hear you fighting for your life? I'll be anything you want me to be. Okay, can you be quiet? How YouTube Shorts describes quiet kids. My honest opinion on quiet kids, from knowing quiet... I'm talking about them like they're some sort of cryptid. Come on, guys. They're just people who have anxiety mostly. That's mostly what it is, or people who don't really care about interacting with others. They don't use guns. Some do, though. The loudest word ever shouted on record was quiet. An elementary teacher in Northern Ireland, of course it's from Ireland. It's either from the UK or Ireland or Scotland. These are the loudest people. They set the record in 1994 when she shouted the word at 121 decibels. The equivalent of a jet engine. Did they just have a recorder in the room the whole time? How do they know the decibels? The world's quietest room is at Orfield Labs in Minneapolis. The chamber is so quiet, you can hear your own organs, and after 30 minutes, you begin to hallucinate. The longest anyone has lasted inside is 45 minutes. My ears, as soon as I step in there. High-pitched demonic screaming. Is the organs actually your organs, or is it you hallucinating? Be an astronaut. Be a firefighter. Me as a kid. Did you just take both pills? The average man spends 7 hours a year hiding in the bathroom for peace and quiet. Any of you ever stand with your hands kind of touching together, sort of like this? Me, trying to quietly grab a slice of cake at 11 p.m. This thing? I'm about to end this man's whole career. Sometimes responding to media you like is articulate, and sometimes it is microwave noises and static fizz. Fun and meaningful observations and analyses. Me, thinking about it versus me when people invite me to talk about it. Yeah, this is what prompted me to make this post. When your cab driver is as socially awkward as you. Man, it is so awkward. Elevators, being in an elevator with someone is one of the worst experiences possible. I start acting like a robot, pulling out my phone, I open a reel. The reel is of something I just don't want someone to see on my phone, like a stranger. It starts playing the audio, everything goes from bad to worse when I'm too shy to say excuse me. So instead, I just stand there like this until they move. Here is my advice, guys. If you are nervous, you have to be loud. I know that's not really what you want to hear, but if you really don't want to really speak, you just gotta be loud. 4 months ago, I quietly left 57 DVDs of Click at my parents' house, and they've never noticed or mentioned it. You have to spread the virus, spread the plague. I see the bottom shelf right there. You gotta start replacing them with the Click DVD. Did you know a nightclub in the UK gave out free lollipops to reduce late night rowdiness in hopes that drunken clubbers wouldn't be able to shout or cause a disturbance while sucking on them? It worked. The plane is quiet. Babies. Most babies have a vendetta against people who fly. Babies shouldn't fly though, it's bad for them. It's actually very uncomfortable. The pressure on their ears is unbearable. Trust me, I know, I was once a baby. When someone wants to have a full conversation before 8 a.m., look, my rules are if I haven't eaten or it's a stupid time in the morning, I will probably be more aggy, so you gotta watch it. I'm sorry.